What's up, folks? Heinz Morning Update, February 7th. Sorry about yesterday. I had technical difficulties, couldn't get a video out. Very tight, choppy, terrible day yesterday for any sort of trade, really. False breakouts and choppiness and small range. 04 to, it's funny that just about a 40-point range is small these days, but that's the case. Over under today is 23. We're slightly above that now. I'd like to see above 34, 36. I would be somewhat bullish, above 42 to 46. This area here is the next big resistance. We get over that and we'll start back up on the upside. And then your 40, so you have your 41, 40, and then 40, 40 zone. So this is your zone of death. We get back below that, and then I don't know. Maybe Noah builds a boat again. 09 downside, so 13 is the overnight low. 09 and then 04. 04 is yesterday low. So I would really watch that 04 area. We drop below that, and then you're going to get into that 86. That's a good level there. And then 77. There's some serious traffic down here into the 60s. That 60 level held quite a bit, and then we're back into the 40s. So that's kind of what I'm looking downside. We get above that 45 level, and I looks at the 60, 65 level there, and then up into, you had your spike up to 42.08 half. So we'll see if we can tend back up there. Again, I don't know. We have speakers today, so we'll see what happens there. 41.23, look at that. There's your pivot. 42, 62, 81. These pivots are spot on today. 41.03, 84, and 64. So yeah, and Joey will post those SPX equivalents and support and resistance channel. So I like that a lot. Here's your trend line. Yes, we did get the golden cross. Now everybody's bullish. We've come up. We tapped that 108. So we passed that 180 level. 108, we're kind of dwindling. So the thing is do we continue up, or is that the spike and then we come back down and kill everybody? Again, I don't know. We'll have to see. But it was an interesting consolidation day yesterday. So are we basing to move up, or are we basing to move down? And that's kind of where we've seen in the past these base here. We're, up, up, kind of a consolidation. And I think we were really thinking, yesterday was a gap and then drop. It never went up to the gap. Again, yesterday was really hard to trade. So we'll see these consolidation days. Here you had one up here and then a drop down. But you still closed up here. This is why that 40 range is so, you've had so many open and closes in this area that has become incredibly important. And then you had an up, so we'll see. Again, this is a good consolidation. Your 41.29 was your, or 23, was your POC, and also your open and close. So that's going to be a big number. Also your pivot. So that's going to be a solid number today. But tight overnight range as well. So in between the overnight high and the overnight low. Weekly, we are still under that trend line. We spiked above it, closed below it. So that's kind of what I'm watching on the macro. I know that everybody else is, watching the trend line that everyone and their mother has. I would suspect we probably come back down and test the 200, but I don't know when. It all kind of depends on today, what JPOW does. So here's your Euro spike up. We got above the 110 mark, and now we've come all the way down to 107. We might even have a 106 handle in about 3 minutes here. So that's been a sweet reversal there. Interestingly, it didn't really put a lot of pressure on SPX. So I'm curious to see if maybe this, the correlation between the two is softening, or that was just kind of a fluke and this needs to catch up. I don't know. We did leave a cash gap yesterday, 24 to 36. We have one up top, 4,200 to 28. We almost got there, but we stopped short at that 94 level. And then we come back down and see this. We do have some cash gaps down here, but that's negligent at this point. So I don't know. We will see. It's going to be an interesting day. We have trade deficit. 8:30. Jerome Powell speaks at 12:40 p.m. and then another guy speaks at 2 p.m. and then consumer credit at 3 p.m. Wednesday we have a lot of Fed speakers. This is interesting. They parade them all out. So dumb. Kashari, whatever the hell his name is, he was just on CNBC. Christopher Waller. Jobs claims continue in UMich on Friday. So we'll see if this gets rocky. My thing is honestly, I think most of the risk right now is in currencies and not necessarily equities. Dow is down. ES and NASI are up small. So we'll see. Maybe we have it. I mean, it would be crazy if we had another balanced day, or everyone's just waiting for JPOW to speak at 12:40, and then we go from there. So anyway, stay vigilant and see profit, take profit. Don't stick around in the trades. If you don't see it, don't trade it. You don't have to trade every day. You don't have to be in a trade. You can just watch how this trades, and that's a lesson. That's always watching, always learning. Anyway, I'll be in the room.